afternoon. Let's go ahead and get started. And as always, we'll start with Coach. Just your thoughts on tomorrow night's match.
Yeah, first want to say congratulations to the 3 other teams that advanced. Never take for granted what a special achievement it is to advance in this far in the NCAA tournament, and being a national semifinalist again is something I think we can all take a lot of pride in. And looking forward to a real competitive match against one of the best teams in the country.
Thanks, Coach. Open up for questions and just identify yourself before you ask, please.
Vanny Lopes here from Off the Block. For the players looking at UCLA, what do you feel are some of the biggest challenges that they pose for you all on the court?
I'd say just a lot of really strong attackers, just learning how to scout and play against them.
Yeah, UCLA is a really great team. We never played them this year. Yeah, really great team, good attacker. That's not their first championship, so they're pretty prepared, I think, to face us. I think we'll have a good team, too, to react against them, so really excited to the game.
Billy Hull, Honolulu Star Advertiser. Charlie, just kind of how do you break down this matchup? And, look, we always talk about the service line is such a big deal in a volleyball match, but against those guys, they can rip it, but they also aren't hesitant to maybe serve out. I mean, is that kind of one of the big points of this match coming up?
I think ultimately it will decide, it's the serve and pass game, right? How well can we handle their really aggressive serving, and how efficient are we from the service line? It's a bit cliche, but it's yet really, really true.
And then for both Justin and Louis, none of you guys had played in this tournament until yesterday. Can you just maybe talk about the emotions you felt stepping on the floor yesterday, and just kind of, were there any nerves at all in the first few points of that match yesterday?
Not that much nerve. I think we were just excited. Work all year for that. The preseason is pretty long, 6 months. We worked for going here. We missed it last year, so really happy to be there this year, and excited to play semifinal now.
Yeah, I think everyone is just really excited to be here. I'm just super happy I made it. First time playing on the team, first year playing. And I was a little bit nervous because obviously it's tournament, but that just means I'm more excited to play and show what I can do. Especially like with the team, everyone's excited, so it's good.
Louis, how would you just kind of break down the way you played, and do you feel like, how much better do you feel like you guys maybe have to be in order to get past UCLA tomorrow?
I think that was a really tough game. First game, we're pretty far away from home. Really, really hard game. We need to play better for sure, and we all knew it. So I'm pretty confident. I think we're going to do something way better tomorrow. And, UCLA is a big team, but we're too. So, excited. And more personally, same, that was a tough game for me. I made a bunch of mistakes I can probably erased, but overall we won, and that's the biggest thing. So excited for tomorrow. We learned a lot yesterday, and happy to be in semifinal.
Right here, Bryce Moore with KHON2 in Honolulu. For you, Coach, you had mentioned that you have played Penn State before this season. They were the 7th seed. You haven't played UCLA before this season. They're now the 3rd seed. Was yesterday a warm-up game, and tomorrow, what do you feel? What are you feeling?
Yeah, that's, you take every one of them independently. We prepared for Penn State. We knew they were a lot better when we played them earlier in the year, and expected a competitive match and got one. Like Louis alluded to, I think we'll be a little better tomorrow, just for having been through the process and been in this time zone a little longer. And we didn't play particularly well yesterday, and I think we'll play better tomorrow.
And for both the players, when you're out there on that court, what is your drive? Like, is there someone special back home? Is it family? Is it a goal in life that you want to, I guess, show that you can prove to yourself? I'll start with you.
I think just being here and like in the national championship, being able to represent Hawaii and the fans, and just playing my heart out and giving it my all to try to get to the top of the tournament as high as we can go, and just giving my all to do that. That's my drive.
Yeah, I will say probably the same thing. For the whole island, we're so lucky to play all our games, or we have so many support by all the island people in Stan Sheriff. Always, even here, like we feel like home. Like so many people travel to Hawaii, and it's pretty far away from Hawaii, to support us. So yeah, for the island for sure, and I think everyone know we're so lucky to play for that type of team. And so yeah, no, definitely we're doing that for the island, for the team too. We work hard every day for that. So yeah.
Coach, last one for you is just the crowd, kind of alluding to what they were just talking about. How big of an impact does that make on your players?
Yeah, look, it really is awesome, the level of support that we get, the number of people that, take great time and expense to come out and support us, and the ones that are saying they bought their tickets preseason or after we beat BYU or after we beat Irvine in February. It's like it just means a lot to a lot of people in our community, and we feel it's our responsibility to prepare the best and put on a good show and make them proud of us best we can.
Coach, Tiff Wells here with ESPN Honolulu. 11-3, you're down in that first set yesterday. You see Finn Kearney go back to the service line. Were you confident he was going to go on, maybe not a 9-0 run, but did you feel he was going to get you guys back into that set?
Well, it's certainly one of the things that he's brought to the team this year. Earlier when he wasn't in the lineup, he was a serving sub, and you saw that whether it was in the middle of a set or late in the set, that he has that ability to go back there and really kind of wreck it for the other team. It certainly was a big part of the match. They end up winning the second. If we go down 2-0, that thing could have a whole different outcome. So, hats off to Finn. Like I said, we've seen him do it before, and he couldn't have picked a better time to have a nice turn there.
For you, Louis, you mentioned the offensive struggles, but your serving was pretty well yesterday. How were you able to kind of compartmentalize with the offense not being where you'd like it to be, but to go back from the service line and get a couple of key aces at very crucial times?
I think when a part of your game is not great, you need to find a way to help the team. So if I'm not playing great, and if I'm not passing great, I need to score more. If I'm not scoring a lot, I need to pass great and serve great. I think it's just like everything is different in the game. So you really need to just find your way to help the team. And that was the serve yesterday, a little bit passing too. So yeah, just find a way to help the team and stay comfortable.
Justin, you and Kurt have come up big for this team a lot throughout the year, definitely yesterday. And sometimes we forget, or at least I forget, that you're still pretty new to this whole middle blocker thing. Can you just kind of talk about your relationship with Kurt and maybe what kind of influence Kurt has had on you as you've made this transition?
He's just been super helpful. Like I ask a lot of questions and just about like what I should do against certain opponents and like blocking schemes, everything, like stuff like that. He's been super helpful and just giving me feedback without me even asking him, and I'm really grateful for that. So yeah.
Coach, I was wondering if I could get your thoughts on the setter matchup. In particular, these are two amazing setters who not only will be battling today, but in years future for spots on the Olympic team.
Yeah, and these guys, certainly the setting position for the U.S. looks pretty bright with guys like this in the pipeline. They both have extensive national team experience and very likely could be teammates for years going forward on the national team. So, it's fun to kind of see the evolution of the setting position. I said a few years ago that Jakob Telle was a bit of a unicorn because he impacted the game so much, and you see guys like this now that, they really do impact the game for 6 rotations in a lot of different ways. It's exciting for the future of the sport.
Question for Louis and Justin. We get box scores after every single match that are filled with great numbers, but a lot of times there's stuff that the box score doesn't show. What do you feel is something that your team does really well that may not be represented in the box scores?
I'd say like when you look at like the number of serves people have, it shows up in the box score, but like it's the runs that happen in key moments that that's like a really big key part of the game. If we like keep making serves, just more and more pressure on them, and it allows us to like grow the lead a lot without like sometimes we don't even have to play for that long after, or just like making a lot of serves. I don't know. Yeah. That's a big key.
The service pressure. Like, for example, yesterday, Adrian served real well. Hard serve all game, but he didn't add any ace. On the box score, you can just see, like, oh, he made 2 mistakes, but no ace. But every time you have Adrian go serve and you have, like, a hard serve, you need to pass great. It's probably out of system and everything. I think that doesn't show it, but it's really hard to, every side out, have a team who can actually crush the ball in bounce all the time. So, yeah, I think that would be that for me.
All right. And then it's media day, so you do get 2 random questions. First, for everyone on the podium, if you could pick anyone in the history of volleyball to get you a kill on an out-of-system play, who would you go with?
Ervin Engepeth. For sure.
Aleu Choi.
Shoot. I was gonna say me, but that's cocky. I'll have to go with. Right now, Finn's been doing really good.
Good choice.
And then for Louis and Justin, final question: what is your favorite animal and why?
I would say dog or cat, because they're super cute. And I had a cat for a while. My girlfriend have a dog, and just dog and cat.
I have a lot of pets, so but my favorite are cats because they're just super chill. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you for your time. Best of
Thank
luck
you.
tomorrow night.
Thank you. I was thinking for a while now. Who would you pick to side out? I was like